Good morning. I would like to talk today about self-concepts. Maybe in a series of videos I will explain self-concept because I find this concept and understanding self-concept is important uh, in the therapy of OCD. Okay, so let us say you have encountered a trigger, OCD trigger, in a video or in the street. Let us say it was a sexual trigger. And then you get these obsessions. And if the anxiety increases, then you will do the compulsion. The important question is that if these thoughts, if these sexual thoughts or harm thoughts or another thoughts, OCD thoughts, if these thoughts is common among the people, all of the researches, but also the experience says is that these OCD thoughts uh, uh, also happens with most of the people. So why OCD sufferers get OCD symptoms, get OCD disorder? Why is that? Okay, the repugnancy of the thought is not an enough cause to cause this OCD disorder. Is not enough. There should be something else. The something else. This something else is the contact with the sensitive domain. So we know that OCD cannot and will not, and it has never happened, that OCD attacks you in a domain, an area in your life that is not sensitive to you. And by sensitive domain, so sensitive domains are domains where you value this domain, but at the same time you perceive yourself incompetent in this domain. So let us say you consider yourself as a very loving person, especially for the children, a very kind person, especially for the children, but despite this fact, you get an OCD. That means that it is not only the repugnant thoughts that you get against your value, against this value of loving children. No, this is not the only reason that you get OCD, that these thoughts are completely against your value. But there is another reason. Another reason is that you perceive yourself incompetent in this domain, in this area. Okay, that means I will try to explain more about the self-concept because I know sometimes it is, for some clients, it is very difficult. So I should spend some time to explain to them from different angles. Okay, so sensitive domains. OCD, when you get an OCD thought, okay, then it will not become an obsession only if you are afraid of it. You have some sort of fear from this thought. But the question is, why you fear this thought? I know it is a repugnant thought. So this is the first condition, the first criteria. It should be a repugnant thought. OCD thought, it should be a repugnant thought. But this is not enough. This is not enough so that this thought will be transformed to an obsession. There should be something else. This something else is because of the weak contact of yourself in the now, because you remember that we have three selves. In fact, it is, so I say three selves, but in fact it is one self, but in three positions. So the self now that I'm talking to you, that you want to uh, watch these videos to get cured from OCD disorder. You want to study, you study with this self, you practice your religion with this self. So the self in the now, the self now, it is the self. Okay? But this self can take, for the sake of the simplicity, okay, for the sake of simplicity, it can take three positions. This position, the position of now, the self in the now, and the position, the higher self, or this real self, we call it the real self, and the other position is the um, OCD self or the lower self. Okay, so only three positions. Or your self goes up or goes down. There is no, in this model, there is no other position. So you go up or you go down. You go up to your real self or you go down to the, in this context of OCD therapy, okay, in other contexts we will use another name, but okay. So you only up or down. Up, yourself in the now will go up to the real self or it will go down to the OCD self. Okay, so when you get an OCD, a repugnant thought against your values, as I have said before, it is not enough that this repugnant thought became or transformed to an OCD obsession. It happened one time. So you are working or you are watching TV or you are sporting, and then a repugnant thought come to you. It should be one time. Okay, one time per day, one time per month should be one time. No, not not anymore. Okay, one time, maybe three times. But when one repugnant thought became 100 times per day or 1,000 times per day, then there is something else than repugnancy. There is something else. Is that this something else is that you suspect, you doubt that maybe it is true. That maybe I am, so with the sexual thought, maybe I am a homosexual. Okay, maybe this is true. So what we have now is a repugnant thought, a thought that is against your value, and we have said already that this is not enough because all of the people get such thoughts against their values, but they will not be transformed to obsessions. So there is something else. The first condition is a repugnant thought. The second thing, there is something else. This something else, the second condition, this something else has to do with, okay, you get a repugnant sexual thought, but then it keep coming. One time, two times, three times, four times, 100 times, 1,000 times. What is the problem? It is repugnant. So what is the problem? Repugnancy is not enough. There is something else. You suspect that maybe you have a doubt. You have a you have an ambivalence. You suspect that maybe this is true. That maybe I am a homosexual man. Maybe I am a homosexual. Maybe I am a gay. Maybe I am a killer. Maybe I am a pedophile. Maybe, okay. So you see, now it is a repugnant thought plus ambivalence. You are not sure of of your competency in this domain. So let us say you have a repugnant thought plus you are not sure of yourself in response to this thought. You are not sure. So you get this thought, the repugnant thought, in this example, a sexual thought, and then one time, but then second time, 100 times, there is something else. What is this something else? It is the ambivalence. It is the doubt. You doubt that there is a hidden aspect of yourself. There is a hidden aspect of yourself that confirms that you are a pedophile. Or maybe not. So this is why we say it is an ambivalent self. Okay. Okay. Now I will not come into why, because there are many theories that explains the ambivalent self. But okay. But the most important for us now, the most important for us for now is that you have two conditions. The first condition is the repugnant thoughts, the thoughts against your values. But the second condition, this is the second condition that makes OCD, that makes you an OCD person. Okay, a person with the OCD disorder. So, okay, so this second condition is the critical condition, because everybody gets repugnant thoughts against their values. But the second condition is that when you are not sure of yourself in this specific value, in this specific domain, you know that this is a value for me. I feel that. But maybe, so doubt, ambivalence, maybe I am not that. Maybe I am not that person who is loving, who is very kind for the children. Maybe I'm not that person who is really peaceful and not aggressive for harm OCD. Maybe I am a harmful person who loves to kill, who loves. So, okay. So you have a repugnant thought plus doubt. Where is this doubt? This doubt is in yourself, because what has happened to a person who is free from OCD, a person who is free from OCD, when he gets such a repugnant thought, say a sexual repugnant thought, immediately he will know that this is not true. How does he know that this is not true? Because he make automatic, quick, immediate contact with his self, the concept of his self. He find that these thoughts are completely have nothing to do with his self-concept. This have nothing to do with me. This is not me. This is why in the second step we say the shortcut of the second step is that this is OCD. This is not me. This is the OCD. This is a shortcut. This is the second step. But of course, it needs a lot of explanation and a lot of auto suggestions. So I explain to you, and then you give yourself an auto suggestions about first step, second step, third step, fourth step, or any step, or any therapeutic step. You should have an auto suggestion about that. Okay. Okay. So a normal person who is free from OCD, when he gets such a repugnant thoughts, okay, he immediately knows that this is this concept is a foreigner from his self-concept. What is that? Okay, he even don't do such a explicit overt behavior. No, it is immediate. He recognized this thought. Oh, this is not me. If it for some or other reasons, TV or a friend, it comes for this OCD free person. It comes for him 10 times per day. When he each time he recognizes that this is not me, then the frequency of these thoughts will decrease and decrease and decrease, and it will become one thought per month or one thought such a repugnant thought per year. Why is that? Because he is not afraid. He don't have fear. Stick with this repugnant thought. Because any thought, repugnant or not, when you have a fear of it, of course, most of the time it should be repugnant so that you fear them. When you fear a thought, then it will stick. This is the glue of the thoughts. Anything you fear, it will stick. Why? Because you will initiate you will become in a vigilant mode. You will try to scan your environment because you are afraid. Okay, and then fight or flight response will be initiated. So you will keep monitoring the environment and extremely focused to any clue, to any relationship with this repugnant thought. Okay, but so in a way, if the ideal case now, this is why I take as an example of OCD-free person. So the ideal case, you get a repugnant thought against your values, okay, say a sexual thought against your value, then you make contact with your self-concept, okay, the higher self, and you will conclude that this is not me. We have said before, any fear, which is fear, big danger, big problem, that has nothing to do with me, it will not initiate fight or flight response with me or with my beloved, or with the people whom I care about. If it has nothing to do with them, then fight or flight response will be initiated. I will not begin to monitor any thought that has a relationship with this thought, or specifically this sexual thought. Okay, so at the end, I want to say that there should be two conditions. A thought against your value. I am a clean person, so repugnant thought for me is that now I am dirty. I am very peaceful, loving person. I love all the people. I am very peaceful. So the repugnant thoughts will be you harm someone, or you are very aggressive. You could kill someone with the auto 20 minutes ago, or like that. So you get these thoughts, or maybe you are a very religious person. Religion is a high value in you, and at the same time you get such thoughts, repugnant thoughts, that you are a disbeliever, that you are against God, you will go to hell, especially going to hell. It is a very preferred theme in OCD, religious OCD. Okay, because it has a lot of fear, so it will stick better than another religious theme. At the end, it will be a hell. It will be the hell. So even if you have many different types of religious OCD, but at the end it should be the hell. Okay, why? Because it is fearful. It is the infinite in time, infinite in its pain. So you'll get. Okay, so the self-concept. So the first is it is a repugnant thought. The second criteria, the second condition, is that it should the second condition that this thought will become an obsession, so not 1, 2, 3 times, 1,000 times per day or per hour maybe, okay. uh, the second condition so that this thought will be an obsession is that doubt, ambivalence, suspicion. You suspect, you doubt that maybe it is true. What is true? Not the thought is true. No. Maybe it is true that I am a pedophile, that I am a gay, that I am a person who is aggressive, that maybe that I should be a self-concept. It is not that the problem is not in the thought. The problem is not in the repugnant thought. The problem is that you think that it is me. Maybe, of course, at the beginning you will say, maybe it is me. Maybe it is me. Maybe this is me. And the maybe this is me become a feared self. You will fear that. And then it will be stick more and more and more. You're afraid. It stick a little bit. You're afraid. When it stick a little bit, you will afraid more. When you will afraid more, it will stick more. And then it will be the negative spiral. Auto-generated or self-generated. These thoughts become self-generated, and so obsessions, and the anxiety increases, so you will do the compulsion at the end. Okay, this is okay. So it is important to know that there are these two conditions. Okay. God bless you and see you in the next video.